All the things they say and the things they do, you can't stop jungle from pleasing you, yeah. All they try without a reason why. Jungle, yeah, will never die. I know myself when I hear you. I was a fool to let you in, knowing you would play with my heart. That was so long ago that I thought we could make a new start. You left me broken hearted from the day your love departed. Now that love you found with someone new is gone, so you wanna come back. So you wanna come
Pick up, them chest. I send up them a short search, a boy can't step. say push up your hand and take it from the cat up on the microphone. I stand up with the lyrics from the mouth and the mic is on my hand. And when they will pass that side of the ram, so all of the jungle stuff they come China. What me tell them? Watch out, yes, a road boy, better tell them nothing. What do you talk? This jungle is fine with stuff again. Top road boy, better tell them nothing. What do you talk? Try this, you can't buy me stuff again. Hold on!
Exclusive! Who you look a song by over there, sir?
Lock off your blood clot. Lock off your blood.
Exclusive! Who you look a song by over there, sir?
Welcome back to another week in Contest of Speed with the AM1 tier. I'm your host, Electric Andre, here with my co-commentator for the night, stepping in for Sharpwing. We have Inzinky. Welcome to the stream, man.
Happy to be here. Happy to be back for another great round of
That's
AM1
right.
racing here in Portugal.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a banger tonight. We had a great race last week. We've had a great race just about every week so far. These guys really know how to put on a show. Excited to see what's coming. While we're waiting for for our guys to get started here, we've got some rain for qualifying.
We've got rain.
This is gonna be interesting now. See how this works out.
All I know is Johnny betting the over on qualifying time.
That's right. Yeah, good look on that. Cost Bets is live. We have for qualifying, we're having our prediction for a pole time. EU1 today had two people tie for pole position with a 1:15.943. So we thought we'd throw up a prediction here, over or under 1:15.943. With the rain right now, the over's looking pretty strong, and the votes are coming in now. So if it dries up, it may be on the line. If not, that over's looking pretty strong. While we're waiting for these guys to get out, we'll go ahead and pull up some previous race. This was our finishing position, just to remind you, from last race. Mindset, with his second in a row win, he's looking for the three-peat tonight. And he's been on a heater. See if he can continue it tonight. BK and Red Devil finishing out the podium positions. Major Castleman, he had his debut last week in AM1 as a reserve driver in the Alpine. He has since been moved up to take B. Scholes' position at Ferrari, as B. Scholes has retired from full-time racing. So that was your top four, and then Jan in fifth. That will move us on to our driver standings for the league. Right now, G Boone, he's still in first, but that gap's gotten pretty narrow with him and Red Devil. 3-point gap with QRL Ramon coming in behind. Mindset, he has moved up. He's into fourth place now after his back-to-back wins. The three-peat tonight would be 25 extra points. That would put him tied for Boone's points right now. And I think I spoke with you earlier about this, but Boone hasn't seen points since Spa when he got a P1 there. So that's definitely allowed guys to come in and close up this championship fight gap. And
Definitely.
I don't know about you, but I think Mindset's looking for that number one spot in the driver's standings.
He definitely will be in that Mercedes there. Definitely, it's made for a lot more interesting races, if you ask me, as we have over half our grid out on their outlaps. Truthfully, quite a few of them flying around the track. That would make me lead to believe this rain might be getting worse. And people just want to set a time as fast as possible. As we do have a caution, I'm looking to see who may have caused it. And that was Kryptonic Swag in the Haas. A little bit of a spin by the looks of it, but I'm not seeing any damage there. Likely just carry on his outlap as if nothing happened.
That's right. Well, Jan's the only one on a hot lap at the moment, and he's
We got Jan and Pucks, and also Mindset now as our first three.
Just starting out. We got Jan's on the intermediate. I think probably everybody. Yeah, everybody's on the intermediate. Oh, Mindset showing you how they live in Tokyo with the slide around. That's gonna be an abortion on that hot lap. He's gonna have to try her again. Jump over here to Puck, see how he's doing. And he's coming through now, through that little hairpin. That's a dangerous corner for this race. Safety cars, we got probably a medium chance of safety car at this track, but that's definitely one of the corners that will cause one. Everybody bunching up for that hairpin.
Yeah, definitely. With a lot of runoff, whether grass or gravel, it would take a pretty hefty spin or accident to send you into a barrier. That being said, wings can still be lost as Jan sets our provisional pole with a 125.6. So our one better on the over. Looking to make a lot of money in cost points.
That's right. Yeah, and if you haven't got your prediction in yet, better hustle, because it'll be closing soon for our poll time, our qualifying bet here for poll time, and his 125.6 still holds up. Puck's finished his lap with a 126.1, so we can.
He did set a purple sector 3, but not enough to get the provisional pole. Sean Boy goes 128.7.
Yeah, this rain certainly hurting the qualifying times that we thought we were going to see tonight, but it definitely will change it up a little bit, I think. And Red Devil coming around now. His teammate, he's sitting in P2. Puck, Devil's coming around. He's looking to beat that 126.1. It's his first push lap here, so we'll see where he sits.
Or our brand new Ferrari driver, Castleman, also about to come across the line. See where it puts him. He goes P4, 126.7.
Yeah, and he had his debut last week. He finished with P4 in his debut, and got that full-time seat. So I'm sure he's looking to repeat the success he had last week, maybe even improve on that. Jan beat his time.
Beats his time. I think a lot of our guys are just pushing 2 out laps by the looks of it.
Yeah, and it's smart here probably to fuel for 2, just like we saw Mindset do, just spinning around and gonna have to just run it back. But he's out. He's on a push lap now. Mindset. Boom.
G-Boon
No, 125.4.
looking to shave off 10 seconds there if the over or if the under wants to hit for our bettors.
That's right. That's right. It's certainly the over bettors here. They're certainly going to have a huge payday if the rain doesn't let up. But now we've got a little over half the grid with a qualifying time. Mindset with that 125.6. That'll put him in third. And
Johnny coming around the final turn. He hasn't validated, so he's going to be looking, I'd imagine, either dive in the pits or it looks like he's going to go for another lap here.
yeah, he's just going to just run it back. See Fire Gab here. He's coming around. He's got a 114 now coming around these final corners.
Potty ahead of him.
Potty goes 11.
Potty goes P11.
Here comes Fire Gab around. 127. It's going to put him in 13th.
Not terrible for the AM2 driver. Probably wasn't expecting rain.
No, I think I definitely thrown a wrench in everybody's plan. And I haven't got to watch many of the races this week. I did watch EU1 earlier today, and it was clear. I don't really know how these guys are gonna what the strategy calls are gonna be for a rain race. I know the mediums and softs were pretty popular in EU1, but with rain on the forecast, that'll definitely change that up a bit.
I do know watching AM2 last night, that may have been the first one to get rain, and that happened partway through the race, and now here in AM1, we got full intermediate conditions in qualifying.
Oh no, Johnny, he spun one off track on his second push lap, so he still has yet to set a time, and
in the final 2 turns as well.
yeah, that's got to be a heartbreaker, and he looked like he was struggling trying to keep it under control. Major Castleman 125.3, that'll put him in pole of 8 hundredths of a second above Boone, or faster than Boone.
Now, of our drivers not to set any lap times, 2 of them on the out laps, that being Techie and J Supreme, looking to hopefully put themselves on the higher half of this grid, especially in these kind of conditions. If it gets any wetter, I'd imagine no DRS continues. It'd be a hard track to pass on.
Oh yeah, this two DRS zones here at Portugal. Little bit helps in that long straight there at the start. Certainly helps set up some passing opportunities. But without DRS in the rain, yeah, it's all motor and battery. Makes it difficult.
And wings.
Yeah, makes it difficult to set a pass up.
Riding alongside with Techie here. He's about to finish Sector 1. 25.4 through Sector 1. Not a purple, but not terrible either.
No, that'll set him up strongly though. Surely he'll improve on that P16 he's got now with no time.
Any time is better than no time.
That's exactly right. But you can ask our possible three-peater Mindset. He didn't set a time in Miami and came out with the win. So it's not always the worst thing that could happen. Not ideal, but not terrible.
Or in our own AM3, Nick AC pulling off a last to first in Baku, I believe that was.
Yeah, some of these guys are just built different, I could never pull it off, but it's always cool to see somebody do it.
You definitely never know in these wet conditions as well. Anything could happen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Techie here, pushing through the final turn.
Keeping it clean is half the battle.
It's going to be a 127.7.
So he moved up one spot, jumped Shamboy, who's currently in the pits. We'll jump down to J Supreme. He's on his push lap now. G-Boone improving on his time with a 125.1 to move him back up to P1. And these times do seem to be coming down. Doesn't
Ferrari's doing damage.
That's right.
Speaking of the devil, though, Jan jumping up to P2 again with a 125.2.
Yeah, he'll split those Ferraris, but it looks like the rain has stopped, so now it's just water on the track. It may we've got 7 minutes left in qualifying. There may be some time for it to dry up a little bit. Maybe get a lap on the softs. Maybe we'll have to
Looks
see.
to be in the other AlphaTauri of Cars Ben. Bit of a spin there in Sector 2. Fortunately on an outlap, so no damage time-wise.
Jay Supreme set the time. He's got a 127.4.
Oh! A little bit interesting there for Mindset. Mindset being on an outlap. Looked like he may have gotten blocked a bit by Cars Ben. Semi-battling it out there here in qualifying. Can't imagine Mindset is too happy about that.
No, I don't think he will be. Being blocked, if Ben was on a push lap, he doesn't have an obligation to move out of the way, even if Mindset was coming up behind him faster. But
it's Cars Ben, who is just starting his lap. I don't know how much Mindset holds grudges, but
maybe get ahead.
He is behind. He is in front of him. Yeah, I think he's better than that. Mindset's a nice guy. Great commentator for AM3.
That's right. Gotta stay in his good graces, huh? So he talks nice about you.
I'd rather him not talk about me. I swear he keeps cursing me.
Well, I can't say him too much because Sharp Swing and I think we've given him the commentator's curse a time or two this season, so it's all fair play, I guess. Hux, he's coming around now on a push lap, but he's a little slow, about a second slower on his time than he was his 125. He's got Sector 3 to make a little bit of improvement here. And he's coming around the final corner now. It's going to be tight. If he improves or not, and I don't think he's going to. No, he's going to jump in the pits, so that's okay. DK finished Sector 2. He's 1.7 up. Or slower.
We have both our Mercedes coming through the final set of turns here. As our first one.
Oh, and they both
at a mobile. Both of them dive in the pits. That will be Cars Ben behind though, jumping a couple places there up to P11, the 125.8. Who else? Ooh, Orlando has a purple Sector 1. Stay on board with him. See if he can improve on his P6 at the moment.
Yeah, Orlando, he's done a lot. He's a full-time driver for McLaren and AM2, but he sure showed up for these AM1 races as well. And
I'd classify him as a full-time in both.
Yeah,
at this point,
he's certainly been. He's made the majority of them, and he shows that he definitely has the pace to run here with these guys. So I would, even maybe next season look for him to maybe jump up. But he's done pretty well for himself here in AM1.
He's definitely earned that seat if it were to come. Doing great, and not just AM2, but even AM1 here. It's not like he's, bottom of the barrel. He's up there competing with the big fellas here.
Oh,
as he may be looking to jump a few spots here as he's about to come across the line, and he does.
P4.
Up to P4.
He hit a P4 there. Looks like both the Haas's here coming around on Fire Gap on an outlap. And Kryptonic, he got a little loose coming around that hairpin, invalidated himself, so that's no good for him.
Speaking of the devil, we got another purple sector being set. QRL Ramon through Sector 2 goes purple.
Jump on board with him.
Might be looking to jump back ahead of Orlando after he bumped him down a spot there to 6th.
Yeah, he's QRL Ramon, he's 3/10 down through Sector 2, and that'll jump him ahead of Red Devil for sure. Well, that'll jump him
all the way to P1.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, just about. And it does. Yeah, 125.0. The rain's let up. Times are coming down.
Being said, we got both our Ferrari drivers, one of them on an out lap, one of them on their hot lap. That being said, though, Castleman, with the
Just
first
invalid.
couple turns, invalidates.
Yeah, well, that's one sure way to not improve on your time is going outside of track limits.
Well, that being said, Red Devil stays P6. Look like he may be challenging for top 5 spot there.
He was 0.02 of a second slower, so he didn't miss it by much, but he did miss it, unfortunately. Orlando, he's coming around on another push lap, it looks like. Got some traffic ahead of him, though. Looked like an Aston Martin off in the grass next to him.
We have every car on track except for one, so definitely not a lot of room. My goodness, I don't know who to watch at this point.
I don't either.
So many cars on track.
Everybody's out, man. There's a lot of traffic. We'll jump on board here with Potty. Check in on him. He's down in P12. And
just Jose, aka Random Oval, has invalidated. Still the only driver without a time.
that's unfortunate for him. He's run pretty strongly here in AM1 as well. Had some pretty good results. I think he's even had a win here. So he's got 33 seconds to come around and start another push lap. It's gonna be tight for him.
That being said, speaking of the traffic, it would appear Boone was on a push lap, but the Aston Martin of Fluffy looked like it may have held him up there through Sector 3. He's looking to not have that happen again, as he's going to look to steal that P1 from QRL Ramon with 4 seconds. Who's going to be the last one to make it across the line? Did BK? I know it was a Ferrari, or not a Ferrari, a Red Bull. It would have been Sean Boyd. Did not make it in time to start another lap. That will be his qualifying over. QRL Ramon's qualifying will be over, and Kryptonic. Everyone else.
G-Boon just set a purple Sector 1 as he's coming around now. He's looking to make up for that being held up there. Major Castleman, though, puts his Ferrari in at P1, beating QRL Ramon's time, 1:24.9. So we are now down in the 124s.
Techie Corgi has invalidated, so that's going to park him there. As I say that, he drops one to P15 as Fire Gab crosses the line, moves himself up. I believe BK just shot himself up there to P6.
Oh, G-Boone, purple Sector 2, he's down half a second on his on this push lap now.
Cost Mindset jumping all the way up to P2.
Ooh.
In that Mercedes there.
Ooh, it's getting tight at the top. That'll put him on the front row, which is a great place to start if he wants to hit that three-peat he's looking for.
Definitely for our top 5.
And G-Boone, it's a 1-2 for Ferrari right now. 124.4. He's him and Major Castleman have done a great job for this qualifying session. And that leaves
the only
Damon.
This Johnny, as a fellow Aston Martin person, I'm hoping to see him shoot up the qualifying ladder
he's
here.
He's not going to improve. He's had a time of 2
and
minutes.
he is not, as I go over, and it is a 2-minute time.
So that's our qualifying. G-Boone and Major Castleman of Ferrari 1-2. Cost Mindset looking for the three-peat in the number 3 position. He's going to line up next to QRO Ramon with Red Devil and Orlando, Jan and BK, Just Jose and Johnny Damon. That'll round out your top 10.
And definitely, from a constructor standpoint, that is what you want to see.
That's right.
That being said,
all right. So now
we do have both Mercedes in the top 10. And besides that, that's all. Everywhere else, it's just one member of the 2.
So we left off at 10th. So 11th, Fluffy, Cars Ben. No Pucks Given and Potty at 13th and 14th. Fire Gab, Techie Corgi, Kryptonic Swang, Jay Supreme, and Sean Boy bringing up the rear 19th. And that will be your qualifying here at Portugal for AM1. We're going to set up, as we wait for these guys to get in here, we're going to set up another prediction for you. And I think we're gonna go with it. The question that everybody wants to know.
Our 2 voters on the over about to make some bank in betting. It does appear to be a dry race, however. Very interesting because, if some people may have changed their setups for that qualifying to gain a better position, might not pay off now, as looking pretty sunny out from my view here of the pits.
Yeah, it does. It looks very sunny. And ladies and gentlemen, I think I may have messed up this prediction here. Let me try this again while we wait on these guys to get in here.
Shout out to Huff, and I believe the Johnny Damon are only 2 people to vote the over.
Well, yeah. So they had a killer outcome for them. Okay, Cost Bets is live once again with the. We're gonna go for a mindset 3-peat, and I had made it a 30-second prediction the first time, so now we've got it 15 minutes to get your predictions in, and luckily, if you did bet the first time on that 30-second prediction, your channel points had been returned. So don't worry about losing out on those. Get them back in now. We've got a proper prediction set up. All right, so we've got a Ferrari 1-2 on starting out this race. And Ferraris, they've only scored. G-Boon had that P1 in Spa, and since Spa, he hasn't hit the points. And Bishol's managed to score 8 points since Spa, and that's really opened up the constructors fight. And we can see that here. It's really opened up the constructors fight for Ferrari. They dropped them down. Sorry, the back-to-backs by mindset. 8 points for Ferrari. They've dropped down to third. Mercedes has shot up. They've got a 35-point lead on Williams in second place, and Ferrari 5 points behind the Williams. With a 1-2 starting out for the Ferrari boys, I think they're looking to improve on their standings.
It's time.
We got 5 lights. And we're off here in Portugal.
Looking like a good jump from our top 2 there.
That's right. They're going to slot in.
A bit of a rough one.
We got an Alpine. He got loose. He spun. And that was QRL Ramon. He's broke a wing. And Red Devil, they really biffed it there.
Definitely not what those two want to see, especially when they are both in our top 5.
That's right.
Devil only 3 points behind in the Drivers' Championship. That's
a
very rough start for him.
That's going to hurt.
It's lap 1 of 33.
And
as we have a caution again.
Techie Corgi going off track. And he's...
I did see Pucks ghosted there, so maybe a bit of a rough start for our 2 Williams drivers.
Boy, we've had an interesting couple of first corners here in this race.
What I was going to say, though, is lap 1 of 33. Anything can happen here.
That's exactly right. It doesn't take much to really change it up. As we saw, both Alpines now, they're sitting at the bottom, and Red Devil, he's down there with them. And tough way to start the race, but you've got 32 more laps to bring it back. So
yeah, as I quickly look here, just as our leaders are about to cross the line to end the first lap. We got BK up 4 spots. As our biggest jump, along with Kryptonic jumping 4. Our biggest losers, however, Devil and Ramon, of course, dropping 15 spots. We're going to be looking to make those up.
Oh yeah.
As he does dive into the pits. We have 1 hard runner, Jay Supreme. Besides that, a lot of red and yellow.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think this track has been pretty strong for starting out on the mediums and the softs this week. And as we're following along now, Mindset, he's chasing down Major Castleman. He wants that P2 so he can get to work on Boone. He's set at purple sector 1, and he's less than half a second behind Castleman and Major Castleman now as they're coming around.
Our top 3 have built a sizable gap already, as that is a Haas off the track. Kryptonic spun around there in the second, almost hairpin of sector 2 there. Don't know what happened. I'm looking though, it would appear no wing damage from what I can see here in spectator mode.
Well, and as we're,
that is going to drop him.
G-Boone sets his fastest lap. Mindset making the move on Major Castleman. He gets in front of him there along the DRS straight. DRS will be enabled this lap. So
Jan gets by BK for 4th as well.
Oh,
Two Aston Martins trading back and forth.
Yeah, they're battling out. They got quite a pack behind them as they're battling it out. And Pucks, Potty, Cars Ben, Just Jose, and Pucks and Potty. I mean, they're all in there trying to fight it out.
Interesting call for QRL Ramon, who did have to make that early pit stop. Went for the mediums. Thought maybe there might have been a chance. You go for the hards after an incident there on lap 1, but the mediums can carry you pretty far on this track.
Yes, they can. I think starting on the mediums, I think we're looking probably be a little bit past half distance. Really, EU1 seemed like they were pitting lap 18 to 22 on the mediums starting out. So you can definitely make your way with them on this track, and I would so get about half, and then saw a lot of them switch from the mediums to the softs to finish out the race.
As the DRS enabled now, we have, of course, our leader with a pretty sizable gap to 2, but then from 2nd all the way down to 5th is our first train. Orlando hopefully trying to make up some time there on BK to stay within DRS range, but after that, pretty sizable gap, but a long train from 7th down to 13th.
That's exactly
before
right,
we see another.
We're seeing that
with a gap.
That pack there behind Fluffy and Johnny Damon. Oh, Johnny, he had a little lock up there coming around the hairpin, but and Potty, he spun. He's dropping.
Let's see if I can.
Wasn't any contact there. He just.
I don't see any damage.
No, it looks like he either locked him up and slid, or he got on the throttle too early, too much, and spun her around.
Not damage to the car, but
Yeah, damage to his heart. Damage to his position, though. Yeah, that's Car's Ben got a little loose there. He's coming around this pack. They're starting to spread out a little bit, but Pucks, he's looking to make a move on somebody here soon, because he's less than a quarter. He's about a quarter second behind, and looking to make a move on Just Jose here. I'd say we come around this DRS straight, but everybody's going to have it, so it's not really going to help him much.
Like we were saying in the beginning, though, we've had quite a few cautions thrown up, but with pretty wide runoffs. No certain things have come out yet 5 laps in.
Yeah, we didn't get a safety car for that. The instance there we had on lap 1, and we kept rolling. Kryptonic Swaying, he gets a 3-second penalty for track limits, and this track, it's not quite as bad as Imola for it, but there is certainly a lot of opportunity to go wide on these track limits and catch a 3-second for it.
Very true. As Random Oval jumps Cars Ben for 9th. Going to start looking to make a move soon here on Johnny, possibly. He's got 2 Aston Martins to get through before he gets closer to the top of our train, which, that being said, is now a train from, I believe, 3rd or 2nd, actually. 2nd all the way down to 12th is our... Nope. There's a gap there at 7th.
Yeah. Yep. Fluffy and Johnny battling it out, I think, really kind of hurt their chances to catch up. So Orlando, he's got a. Sorry.
I don't know if we have a team call there, but it was definitely Major Castleman. Maybe battling it out there a little bit with Mindset. Definitely allowed his teammate to start building a lead.
Yeah, he's got up a 3-second gap on Mindset. Major Castleman, he's still right there with him too, so he's letting Boone get a little breathing room there, and that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt for Mindset's three-peat. He's encountering a little setback there, but we still got 27 laps to go. So he's got the pace, he's got the skill. It's not over yet for him.
Definitely, especially got two of arguably some of the best, well-known cars in F1.
That's
And
right.
the Ferrari and the Mercedes there. Mercedes, cost Mindset, it's a real special team. Arguably a pretty special driver there going for the three-peat. He's going to be looking to make some plays there to get to P1, get that three-peat going.
Oh, no doubt about it, brother. And we'll talk while we're talking about Mindset. Jump back to his teammate Just Jose, formerly Ron Oval, but he's officially changed to Just Jose as of last race. He's still trailing Johnny Damon, but he's closing the gap. He's got DRS, and he's looking to make the move going into turn one. He's not going to get there, but he's hot on his tail. He's right up on that rear diffuser, and he's going to maybe look for something here in this second DRS straight.
Definitely going to be looking to build as much as he can. Every position would count in ninth there to build their constructor lead.
That's exactly right. Johnny, he stayed to the inside, kept it defensive, and kind of shut the door on him there to make a move. But great driving by Johnny to keep him back there. And Fluffy, he's still hanging out. Everybody's behind him. He's out for a cruise. And Orlando, 4.5 seconds ahead. He's right on the back of BK. We'll jump to him there. Not quite as close of a fight as Just Jose and Johnny, which is spread out a little bit. So I guess it actually is a little bit closer of a fight now. But
yeah, we'll definitely be looking our top 5 all on the softs, and then from 6th to 10th are mediums. So it's definitely going to be, it's maybe not the easiest for Fluffy to gain on Orlando, but probably starting in, I want to say, 2 laps, we might start to see Orlando, gaining on BK more even. Fluffy and them starting to catch up as the mediums start to kick in. Pucks and Kryptonic are lone soft runners outside of the top 10. Again, Jay Supreme on the hards. Interested to see, what his strategy call is, if he's going the softs or the mediums.
Didn't see what happened there, but it looked like he either locked up or spun. He's dropped some more spots. So, Audie, he's had a rough couple races. Seems like he gets around. And our AM2 driver Orlando moving up to AM1, he's really kind of pulled the team along, helping Potty out there.
Definitely, again, not seeing any damage at least. But QR Ramon is hoping every time he sees some yellow pop up that it's going to be a safety car, as he is continuing to try and catch back up down there in P19 after an unfortunate start and early pit stop.
Yeah, it's really going to. Let's jump down here to Just Jose and Johnny. They're battling out now. They're wheel to wheel, coming around. Just Jose, he's got the wing ahead, but Johnny, he kind of gets it back, and they're both going to have DRS here.
I was going to say, I have a terrible camera angle to see what's about to happen here. We have a possible 3 wide almost. Oh my goodness! Wow. There's definitely going to be some limits there. Warnings at least. There's Pucks trying to stick his nose in the fight as well as Cars Ben.
Oh wow! And
Pucks goes wide.
Oh no! And he's out. That's a safety car that QRL Ramon was hoping for at the expense of Cars Ben. Oh no!
Oh.
And there he is on the wall, parts strewn about. Oh, that's not good. It almost looked like there was maybe a little bit of contact there that caused that, but they were both so far wide on that coming onto that second DRS straight there. I don't know. That's
not only is QRL Ramon ecstatic about this safety car, it happened in time for him to pit for a new set of mediums right away.
Yeah, he's really gonna be feel like a winner on this one. I think he's too far behind everybody to gain any position off of this, but he'll be set up perfectly to start competing again.
That being said, while we were busy watching that battle from 7th to, I want to say, almost 11th, Castleman did jump mindset there. However,
wow. Oh. That's going to hurt for Boone. 5 seconds speeding in the pit lane.
Tell you, if there was somebody who probably didn't want a safety car, it was Boone with that pretty sizable lead there. As he actually goes for a new set of softs.
That's an interesting call. Oh, and Just Jose with a 5 second as well. Everybody's jumping in the pits now. Orlando, he's going to the hards.
Jan going to the hards. Mindset mediums. Orlando hards. BK mediums. Fluffy softs.
Seeing a bit more of a rainbow here than we did starting out. With everybody on the mediums. But the mediums and the softs.
I definitely think the play here for Boone might be, those softs. He was gaining a lot.
Yeah.
He might be thinking he's going to run these softs as much as he can. And again, maybe his teammate looking to get around mindset and maybe play a little defense to help his teammate.
Yeah, that's
negate that penalty.
Very strong possibility, yeah, because, he's going to have to come in again to pit anyway, going back to the same compound. So he's going to have another pit stop, and he'll have to serve that 5 second when he does so. So, yeah, that's he may just try to hold mindset back, let his teammate get ahead, and do a little fighting that way.
Did Johnny also get? Johnny also got a 5 second speeding.
I'll tell you what.
As well as Jose, as you said, just Jose.
Wow, so we have 3 5 second penalty holders right now. Johnny, Just Jose, and G Boone, and then Kryptonic with that 3 second for track.
Which is interesting as well because, at least for me, I feel like the pit lane isn't too bad here. Some of the other ones sneak up on you, but
yeah, no, this one, yeah, you've got plenty of time to get over and slow down. Like it's not like Singapore where you got to make those hard left turns and then possibly hit the wall. It's a pretty easy pit lane to get in and out of. But
I think oddly the hardest part about the pit lane here is which lane actually is it? I know there's quite a few.
Yeah.
I guess you could just random roads along that last sector 3 there.
Take a look here at safety car position change. Curel Ramon, he had that bad luck there. He's dropped down 14 spots. He's still our biggest loser of the night, other than Ben, who's out of the race due to that wreck that caused the safety car. Johnny Damon, he's in the pits now, so he's dropped 7, as well as Red Devil dropped 7 from that lap one incident that did not result in a safety car. Biggest winner so far, Jay Supreme, he's up 7, and behind him, Sean Boy and Pucks, both gaining 5 spots.
Johnny was actually hopping in there just to get rid of that 5 second sooner rather than later.
Well, probably if you're going to do it under safety car, I guess. But he's not going to be starting this restart with great track position, but he won't have that 5 second hanging over his head.
Interesting strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off for him. Fortune favors the brave, though.
Well, you can dodge a wrench. You can dodge a car.
Cars Ben couldn't.
Well, unfortunately for him, I don't even really think. I think whoever was behind him couldn't dodge cars Ben.
Oh. From the top rope. I apologize. That it just popped in. Seen an opportunity.
Just gotta let it fly, brother.
Never know what can happen here on Thursday.
Safety car will be in this lap as they're coming around. So we'll jump up here to our front runners for this restart.
Johnny was able to catch back up. So, while he may be all the way down in P18, at least it's not like everybody's going to be off and running without him.
That's right. Johnny does have pace, so he's not, it's not the best place to start. Oh, what happened to Potty?
Potty spins on... he could just get a really good run now. Actually, he's going to catch back up in time, but... Pretty interesting. What happened there?
G-Boon, he's going to take off now. And
and we have a safety car immediately.
Oh, no.
Off the restart, and...
No.
That's Kryptonic diving into the pits.
No, we don't have to say. I think that was still from the restart. But who do we have coming around in the back there? Sean Boy.
I don't know what happened. I
I'm
had safety
very
car thrown
confused.
up on my screen and then back to green. I am
so
maybe
confused.
Kryptonic lost a wing. That's all I know.
Well, who's that in the back? Is that Sean Boy in the back?
That is
Yes.
Sean Boy. I'm led to believe. I'd imagine him and Kryptonic maybe got into it on the restart there. Kryptonic paid the price, losing his wing.
That's wild. I had no idea what happened. Gee. All right, so bringing it back now. G-Boon, he's managed to already put a 1 second gap on mindset off that restart. So maybe the holding him back and letting his teammate get ahead, that was not the call that we thought was going to happen. So that's left Major Castleman to chase down mindset himself, much like Thanos. He's going to do it himself. And mindset looking to keep him behind there. It's a little bit of a tight battle. And then down there we've got Orlando. He's in fourth. He's 1.8 seconds back from Major Castleman. But man, he's got a pack coming after him.
We have a teammate swap there as Devil and Puck switch positions. Don't know if that's... Or I would imagine that is because I think one of them's on the hards and one's on softs. Yes, that would be Devil on the softs.
Oh,
Fire Gab takes a 3 second. And I believe...
Oh, and
I believe just Jose does as well.
Fluffy just got loose there coming around that corner. And
the softs are going to at least carry him to stay ahead of BK and Jan. There's BK makes the move on Jan, taking the inside.
Yeah, they're all pretty close there. Orlando, he's starting to build a little bit of a gap on Fluffy. Not much, he's still under a second, but he's starting to pull away a little bit. But so now behind Fluffy, he got loose in that corner. Everybody's kind of caught up to him, and they're trying to chase him down for that P5 spot.
Our top three are in a league of their own here in AM1 by the looks of it at the moment. They are hauling.
Yeah, Boone, he's stretched out to a 2 second gap. And this is the first lap on the restart here, so he's checked out. I think he's just going to try and man it out with that 5 second penalty. And
DRS is enabled now, so his teammate also on softs might be looking to get by mindset as fast as he can, put his tires to use before they wear out. Oddly enough, both Ferraris are actually going to have to pit again as they went soft to softs.
Yeah. Okay. And mindset, he's on the mediums. So
he could finish it out. It'd be close. I know tire dag here they do last pretty long. Be interesting to see if the mediums can last to the end there.
Yeah, that would be about 20 laps if he ran them from now till. Well, it'd be more than that because he swapped when the safety car first came out. So, I mean, yeah, it'd be over 20 laps. They'd be screaming at the end, but he does have the ability. You know, if he's easy on it now, doesn't fight too hard, he might be able to leg it out to the end. Kryptonic, he's got another 3 second penalty for track limits.
Definitely not what you want to see.
No, it has just not been his race. Both the Haas's with penalties.
So what we have here is we're about to hit DRS, see if anybody's going to be making some moves into T1.
Well, it looks like Red Devil's looking to make the move on Just Jose, and he's going to get it done with DRS.
Fluffy makes the move on Orlando, but he is blinking. Oh, as we have BK. BK making a move on Orlando into, I guess, technically T3, the hairpin there. Moving himself into the top 5.
We got a McLaren. Is that Potty?
Potty again.
Off again. Wow. That'll just be a yellow flag there. No safety car needed. Doesn't look like he's got any damage, but he's wiggling around, letting us know he's okay, I guess. And he's back at it.
Castleman gets the move on mindset. Mindset did look like he got a little loose there.
Well, you know, we were saying he's got the tire. He's got the tire offset there. That, you know, maybe if he can just hang out, not fight it too hard, he might be able to just outlast him here. Let's see who we've got. We'll jump down here to Pucks. He's 3/10 back from Just Jose. His teammates got ahead of him thanks to DRS. And Pucks is looking to make up a little time here and catch back up to Devil.
Looking to see Mindset if he decides to make a move. Castleman in a
he's
T1. Looking like he's
close.
going to just tuck behind. Hug that rear diffuser there.
And they've got another
Maybe
DRS
set
straight
himself
after
up.
this.
Read my mind.
Great minds think alike.
2 peas in a pod here in the booth for AM1.
That's right. Mindset, he's got his DRS open. He's not going to catch up, but he's going to slot right back in and keep following. You know, and I really do. I think he is going to try. Maybe if the opportunity presents, he'll get that pass done. But I don't think he's going to try and fight it too hard now. Like I said, I think he's just going to try and outlast him.
As I guess our leaders are halfway through lap 16. I'll call it the halfway point of the race here. Our biggest gainers so far: Fluffy up 7, Fire Gab up 7, and J Supreme up 5. Our biggest losers: QRL Ramon moved up a lot though. I believe he was down 15, only down 8 now.
Yeah,
and sadly, Cars Ben down 7.
He was down in 19th for the safety car, so he's brought it up to 12th. So he's certainly done well. That safety car really
Mindset
saved
goes
his
for the
race.
move. Doesn't feel like
he gets
sitting
her
back
done.
any longer. Castleman didn't put up much of a fight there. I think he just let him go. He was about 1/10 behind when DRS opened.
Yeah.
That being said, we'll see how those softs do, as he is going to get DRS. Maybe make a move break later.
Yeah, and he's going to have to pit again, going soft to soft. So if he can't get ahead now, like he needs to fight more than Mindset does. I think at this point, because he's got to build a gap up for his next pit stop, unless they get lucky with a second safety car. But it seems
Arguably,
like
he could, maybe he'll decide to actually just tuck back behind Mindset here. Try to just use that DRS to save on the tire dag on the softs to try and push it as far as he could to maybe pit later.
True.
He would obviously be going for the mediums. It'll just be a matter of when.
Down here, looks like there's a little bit of a battle forming here for P10th. Got Pucks in 10th, and he's not quite 2 seconds behind his teammate Red Devil, but right behind Pucks, he's got Just Jose and J Supreme, Joel Ramon, Johnny Damon, and they're all about half a second behind each other, like training up. And
Being said, Fire Gab is blinking, and Devil, like a shark, just hunting him down and makes the move. Not even no fight put up by Gab. He just let him go.
And Just Jose, he got the move done on J Supreme there. So
and Pucks, I believe that's 2. He got a twofer.
Yeah, he got that P10, and Pucks now he's down to 12th. Potty with a 3-second time penalty. His race it's going from bad to worse. It seems like he's had a couple spins, couple off tracks, and now he's got the penalty to go with it.
I think we're going to see Pucks come to life here towards the end. Being on the hards, he's obviously going all the way to the end. They're going to come to life here, I'd imagine. High 20s for the laps.
Right now we got BK. He's chasing down Fluffy. He's looking to make a move here soon. He's only 10, less than 2/10 behind him, and he's sniffing that P4 pretty hard. He's ready to go. And Orlando right behind BK as well. So Fluffy, he's almost 4 seconds back from Major Castleman at P3. He's not going to have the help of DRS here coming along this straight. He may end up losing 1 or 2 positions off this DRS section.
Pablo in the chat did mention it there. Sadly, Johnny taking a 3-second penalty. BK gets the move done. Orlando maybe looking to shoot up the inside.
Oh, he's going to get inside for the hairpin though.
Be interesting as he goes back to the outside as we come up the hill. Open the DRS. He does get around.
They're wheel to wheel coming into the hairpin. Fluffy going defensive, taking the inside. Both of them locking up. I think Orlando, he might have got a... No, he didn't get a better exit off that. That camera angle makes it kind of hard to tell.
Them fighting, however, has already allowed BK to build up an 8/10 gap.
Yeah, and it's Yan coming in behind. He's closed in on him too. He says he wants to be part of this fight as well.
lot of clean racing going on. I'll give the boys that. This makes it for some interesting racing.
Yeah, I mean they've definitely done
Nothing
a great
better.
job. You know,
Nothing like good, clean battles.
that's right. Take this opportunity as we're watching this P5 battle unfold. If you like what you see here on the screen and want to be a part of this action on track, join our Discord. It'll be linked in the chat. Join up on the Discord. Potty, he's retired. Did he wreck? He just left. Okay, I think he just left. He disconnected. You may want to send him an invite.
I am on it.
All right. So, sorry. So I was saying, if you like what you see on the screen, you'd like to be a part of the action, check out our Discord. It'll be linked in our Twitch chat. We have tiers open for American drivers, European drivers. We're trying to get an Oceanic tier started as well as a PC only tier. Come and join, be a part of this awesome community. Great on-track racing, clean, hard racing, and we'd love to have you join.
In the time of our promotion there and inviting one of our racers back, Castleman and Fluffy both pitting off the softs for the mediums there. They'll obviously be finishing the race there as Castleman gets a move on Sean Boy there. Interesting. Is Potty back? Potty is still not back. I'll send him another one just to be safe.
Well, all right. So,
he is offline for me now.
Oh, he may be having internet issues. Yeah, he's ghosted. So his car's still in the race, but he's lost. Okay, let's see. Fire Gap jumping in the pits. G-Boon, he's jumping in the pits now. He's coming off those softs. Looks like he's going to go to the mediums. Yes. So he's looking to finish the race out on the mediums, and that puts Mindset up into first. He's got a 5-second gap to BK in second, and he's on those mediums that he put on during that safety car. Over 11 laps ago. Let's see. Let's look at our tire age here.
So we actually have both our Ferraris now stacked up at 11 and 12. We're going to be looking maybe, a little DRS trade-off back and forth. Fight their way through the pack.
Well, and I think we may see some more pitting. Red Devil, he's on the 11-lap-old soft, so he's going to need to pit as well, probably. But Mindset BK, they're 1 and 2. Mindset's got almost a 6-second gap to BK behind him, and they're both on the 11-lap-old mediums. So that leaves 12 more laps. Yeah, I mean they'll be over 20-lap-old tires by the end of the race. He can maybe leg it out, but he's got some guys. They got guys behind him on the hards. That'll be in a little bit better spot.
Yeah, Yan and Orlando on the hards, looking to, as Red Devil does jump into the pits, keep an eye to see what he switches to. That being said, I did message Potty, so we'll see if I can get him back in here as fast as I can. He's online again. Send him an invite. Jumping back. Devil actually went for new softs. Oh, obviously he did start on the mediums, I believe. So he's going to be looking, or at least with that early pit stop, I believe he had to make. I do believe he started on the mediums. So he's definitely these softs. He already proved they can. He already proved a set can go 11 laps. He'll be finishing on those. Pucks, his teammate, also pit for softs.
So they're looking to make up a little position here at the end. Get back to the points.
I think looking here at the tires, these are what everybody's going to be finishing on. Some of the ones that are going to be a little iffy are those medium runners.
Yeah, it will be iffy.
Mindset, BK, J Supreme, Sean Boy, and Potty, who I hope is back.
Potty did come. He did join the session. So.
Yeah,
he's not ghosted anymore, so he's back in there.
Oh, we have who is that? That's Kryptonic again, spinning out.
Doesn't look like he has any damage, just a spin. So that's thankful for him. But yeah, so
Devil already putting those softs to use.
Mindset's he's putting time on BK. He's up to 6.5 seconds ahead now. So he's looking to build that gap as much as he can. He's continuing to build that gap. His pace is just on another level, it looks like, compared to everyone behind him. Oh, we've got another.
Russian in Sector 1.
Oh.
What do we got? Is that Orlando, possibly? Not seeing any damage. Actually, it might have been Potty and Fire Gab, I believe. We got into a little scuffle.
I saw the white dot. I knew it was a Haas, but I didn't know I went to the wrong one.
Both blinking as they...
Well, and neither one has damage either, so I guess they didn't. If they touched, it was just wheel banging. But looks like our field has. Oh wow, what a move by Fire Guy. He's going into the inside. Doesn't get it done, but he made a awful dramatic dive there. Jay Supreme.
Sean Boyd dives into the pits, puts on new softs. Gonna be looking to climb back up, and I believe was that Jay Supreme taking the 3 second there?
Yeah, it was. So we're looking here.
Not only that, but Johnny makes a move on him, move into 6th. Which at the moment they both have 3 second penalties, so that's fighting for position between those two.
Oh yeah. Well, and we've got here 13, 14, and 15 Potty. He's dropping to QL Ramon and Fire Gab. They both get around him on that DRS straight, and so he's dropping back. But
that's another car. That's Potty spun out again. I have to imagine that T1 curb might have got him.
Yeah, he was. They were coming down that DRS straight. He got passed twice, and maybe just trying to push a little too hard to stay with him. But yeah, he's having a bit of a rough time as well. Just not his race. But we've looking now. Our field, it's starting to spread out. We get like little groups of like 2 or 3 cars racing together, but not one big pack like we've seen in other races or earlier in this race.
And looking here at our position changes once again. Jay Supreme, our biggest winner so far, up 11 spots. Arguably only 10 spots because Techie is within the 3 seconds there.
Yeah.
Still double digit jump into the points. Can't be mad at that.
No, that's yeah. And I mean, even with that 3 second penalty, I mean that'll provisionally as of now, that would still keep him in the points as well.
As Jan gets around BK actually for P2 there. And it is now a 7 second lead for Mindset.
And it continues to grow. He's on one right now. He's cooking. Let him cook.
I have to imagine he with a lead of that size, he could baby the tires a little bit, I'd imagine.
Yeah. I mean, certainly. But then again, maybe now he's got 8 laps left to go. If the tires are good, I'd say continue building that gap. When they start dying off those guys on the hards, like they, make them work for it.
It'll definitely be interesting. He is obviously going into the straight. He's going to lose some battery, but he is around that. He's over 30%. I think he'll be around 33 come the end of this straight. Looking back, Jan 22.
Oh, BK,
BK
going for the move on
8%, but going for the move.
He's blinking though. He doesn't have any battery. He doesn't have much battery left to fight with, but he made the pass.
He has 8. Jan 21. Orlando behind them with 20. Just Jose with 43. Johnny below 10. Jay Supreme with 50% back there in 7th. Maybe looking to put that to use.
Yeah, and he's got a half-second gap to Johnny. He's well within fighting distance. They've all everybody in front of him's got penalties as well. So
Jay Supreme in the most battery in the top 10 at the moment.
Oh wow!
Of course, our
so I've got the
people with the most battery are our 16th, 17th, and 18th place drivers.
I'm looking at the penalties now. Just Jose in 5th. He's got 8 seconds worth of penalty. Johnny and Jay Supreme behind. They're both with 3 second penalties. So he's going to be dropping. That'll drop him out of the points if he doesn't start building a gap there.
It would. Definitely going to hurt. Techie Corgi loses a position and is now in the midst of a Ferrari sandwich. As they are about to hit the main straight here. Techie with only 10% ERS.
Major
Less
Casper
than
probably
both
looking
the
to make a move
Ferraris.
here. Here he goes.
Jay Supreme gets the move done on Johnny, using a bit of that battery as he has the advantage.
Major Castleman coming trying to come around the inside. He's not going to do it, though.
That being said, Just Jose does have up to 50%.
Oh, and there he goes.
Might be looking.
Major Castleman gets the move done on Techie Corgi there.
Oh! Great driving there as I switched over to our fight for third there between Orlando and Jan. Kept it clean. Got close there, diffuser and front wing, but no contact by the looks of it. Once again, mindset just... He's just relaxing. He's having a good time.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's putting as much time on that gap now, but he's got a solid 7.5 second gap built up. And Potty coming in with the fastest lap with a 1:17.
Shout out Potty.
All those spins, he helped get his tires warm, get him grippy for that fastest lap attempt.
I think he may have heard me bring up the fact that he had some of the most battery. When I last looked at him, he had around close to 70. He now has 6.
He was burning it down. He was ready. He said, I might not get any points, but I'm going to keep one from y'all.
Him and Kryptonic actually side by side.
Making a move on Johnny Damon here out of the DRS straight. Johnny, he's staying wheel to wheel with him though. It's tight. Jibu and Jay Supreme and Johnny, they're all fighting there for that P6 position.
Caution in Sector 3. That's the other Haas of Fire Gab. Tough race for the Haas group.
Yeah, both with penalties. Spinning around, it's
He's actually diving into the pits. He lost a front wing entirely, and he has retired in pit lane. That'll be his race, sadly.
So we've had one voluntary retirement, one wreck, one has crashed out of the race. So we're down to 16 now. Sorry, down to 18, 17 now. I can't count.
And I can't speak. I can't speak. Wow, holy.
Yeah,
we are on one.
What a pair. So yeah, field has definitely spread out. We've got Jan and BK and Orlando. They got a little pack going up there for 2, 3, and 4, and Fluffy with a 3-second time penalty.
Fluffy with 3 second. That's going to definitely hurt his chances of climbing back into the points there, sitting in 12th.
Yep. Yeah, he was already in 12th, and with 3 seconds, it's going to be hard to score anything there. Johnny Damon, he's looking to make a move on Jay Supreme, and he's going to get her done before T1. Fire Gap.
Interesting note here. Those those hards might be coming to life here. It's Jan.
Yeah, he's starting to close that gap.
Slowly cutting into the gap, but will he have time with
last
3.5 laps?
Last I looked, Mindset had a 7.5 second gap, and he's cut it down by 3/4 of a second. So, yeah, he's got what, 3.5 laps to make up 6.8. He's gonna have to really get with the program here.
Techie Corgi getting a 3 second. That is going to allow Devil to at least get some points for Williams there.
Well, and the 8th, 9th, and 10th, they all have. We'll go back to the penalties here. Yeah, 3 seconds
That's also
for 8th, 9th, and 10th. So, I mean, yeah, Devil will come out pretty swell on that one, really.
Same with actually really all of them. He might actually even get more.
Oh yeah,
depending on how close he can get to Just Jose with that pretty large penalty. BK makes a move on Jan for second place, and that is Boone making the move on Just Jose. Going to be looking to try somehow close a 6 second gap to Orlando.
Yeah, and Orlando and Jan, they've stayed pretty tight. Orlando's just kind of been cruising there in P4 and letting BK and Jan duke it out in front of him. Great for mindset.
I imagine he'll be looking. I bet he'll be looking to make a move here in the last few laps. I know Orlando and BK were both a part of that photo finish we had in Baku.
Yeah, that's true.
Ars-esque.
Lightning McQueen sticking the tongue out for the win. Yeah, that was a wild one. Orlando, yeah, I think he's just kind of biding his time, letting them fight it out, burn their tires up. Mindset doesn't mind the fighting either. That's allowed him. He's brought it back to a 7-second gap on P2.
That being said, though, Jan does have 51%. Well, obviously a drop. He's burning right now, though. He's definitely going to be looking to make the move here on BK. He drops all the way to 30%. Orlando burning as well, just wanting to stay up. He might be looking to make a move here on BK as well into T1.
Oh. And he
gets
does
it done.
And he goes way wide there. Interesting enough, though.
And he's going to lose the position.
He will lose it. He went wide. The game doesn't really enforce track limits coming out of that corner, though. So, I don't know how
that was
wide
on me in
go.
time trial, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but during the race, I mean, I don't know how wide you have to go, but I haven't gone wide.
I felt it in qualifying. Them fighting, though, is allowing those behind in Boone and Just Jose to catch up to a degree. Castleman actually with a pretty sizable gap there to Just Jose. I thought he would have been right behind with his teammate, but he is a bit further. Obviously, he would be content. He will still jump Just Jose from the time penalties.
Yeah, but he's got a 3.5-second gap to Just Jose there, but he'll that 8 seconds really gonna hurt for him. But he has not managed to stay as close with Boone as we thought he would have going into this race when they were running 1 and 2 and doing pretty well.
Luckily for Just Jose, though, his teammate going to be carrying the points load for them.
That's right.
Orlando is burning all the way down to 1% battery. What a battle here we got between him and BK. Great defending by BK.
He's going to have to do it again. They got another DRS straight coming up here. And
they both have about dwindling single-digit battery. That might allow Jan to just kind of run away with it as he sits with 30%, 35% battery.
BK's had a few podiums here and had a win, had some podiums. He's looking to stay on that podium. He's not going to give that up easily to Orlando.
I believe he's definitely looking. I believe he's got a bit of a streak going. So,
a little bit of a streak.
I got a soft spot for BK. He did introduce me to Koss, so as much as I like seeing Orlando absolutely duke it out here with the AM1 boys, I do have a soft spot for that Red Bull driver there.
That's right. We got Red Devil. He's making a move here on Jay Supreme, pushing him out wide, and he's going to take that P9. Thank you very much. And now Jay Supreme, he's going to have to fight with Techie Corgi behind him. They both have 3-second time penalties. Oh, we've got
never good when I see a caution and I look and it's a white dot.
Yep, Kryptonic Swang, he's around again. Still looks like no damage, but that's another round for them. His teammate up in the 10th at the moment though, and with 3-second penalties behind them. Oh, sorry, no, I cannot. Wow, okay, no, that in 10th place that's Jay Supreme in the Alfa Romeo. That's not a Haas. His teammate is out of the session, and it looks like Jay Supreme's diving in the pits. I think he might be retiring as well.
Kryptonic is entering the pits. Jay Supreme is up there, and you're getting
wow, I am on one now. So we're coming around the final lap. Mindset coming through sector 2. That gap, Jan has managed to cut that gap down to 5.7 seconds. But Mindset, he's passed around a lap car there. I think that might have been Potty.
Yeah. It was Potty. Potty just the game is ghosting him just for conceding positions.
Yep.
Nothing really going on here, but for 3 in a row as he dumps the battery around the final corner.
He's going to come around. He's wiggling. He's going to come up by the pits. He's going to say hi to the pit crew. Mindset with the 3-peat. And in the chat here, Mindset's dad, he's reporting Mindset's tires at 72% wear. He took those mediums to the absolute edge, but we called it. He was going to ride it out to the end, and by God, he did it.
And Just Jose never pit to serve that speeding violation, so he does keep that 5-second penalty, which is going to hurt him as he drops to 7th by the looks of it. Is that correct? Yeah.
So that's going to put Ferrari. They started 1-2. They're going to drop down to 5-6, but they stay together.
Points. It's good points at least for them in 5 and 6. Quickly running through here as everyone is coming across the
Oh.
line. Fluffy, whoa!
Oh, I think he finished already. Possibly?
No, no, I don't think he made it to the line. He's back there in the start of Sector 2. I do not know what happened. But as we wait for Potty to come around and finish it off, I'll quickly run through here. Our winner, Cost Mindset, rounding out the podium. We got, took my menu away. We got Jan and BK. I did see it though. I believe in fourth. Fourth, we have Orlando. Fifth and sixth, the Ferraris of G Boone and Castleman. And our driver of the day going to the Williams of Red Devil. Securing a decent amount of points, I believe, to at least still stay close behind Boone there in the drivers' constructors. Obviously, the Mercedes going to be definitely building that
Mindset raising the
lead.
trophy here on the podium. That's 3 in a row for him. Big day for the Mercedes driver.
Pulling off the one stop. Actually, our top four all only hitting the one stops. Quickly run through it here though. Mindset again, P1, Jan P2, BK P3 to round out our podium. Orlando, the AM2 driver, Borderline an AM1 driver, finishing P4. The two Ferraris of Boone and Castleman 5-6, followed by Just Jose 7, Red Devil in 8th, Johnny Damon 9th, Techie Corgi 10th to round out the points. J Supreme 11th, Pucks in 12th, QRL Ramon 13th, Sean Boy 14th, Potty in 15th, Fluffy 16th after an unfortunate incident there at the end by the looks of it, Kryptonic in 17th, Fire Gab in 18th, and Cars Ben, our last driver, in 19th.
All right. So we're going to go now, and we'll get our podium finishers here for some interviews, hopefully. Hang with us. We'll be right back.
There we go.
All right. We've got our podium finishers in here. Start off with the man of the hour. Mindset. The big three-peat. How does it feel?
Yes, sir. Dude, I don't even know what to say. Like, the way that I started this season was like so horrible, and it just gets me thinking about how if I started better, how like if I were to be leading the championship. But I mean, it feels great. I mean, I don't even know what else to say.
You say that. That's so funny because sometimes I think back, these 3 wins, and then I think back about round 1 in Japan and getting spun by Saint and the little the blow up you had, and I crack up every time I think about it. And to look at you now with 3 in a row, man, that's wild.
We'll say that fueled me. Saint is what fueled me to get to this point.
Well, you may owe him one on that because, man, you've been on a heater here. And, it's wild. We were talking about it here in the booth, man. Hit that safety car. You went to the mediums, and we were like, man, he might try and just leg it out on the mediums, but, man, those tires are going to be hurting. And I think your dad was in the Twitch chat, and he said they were at like 70-something% at the end there.
Yeah, at the end, well, first when I went on to the mediums, I was really waiting to see what G Boone went on before me, and I saw that he got that 5 seconds, so I was like, oh sweet. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go mediums. I honestly don't think they could go to the end. I'm just thinking that there's gonna be another safety car, and then I can go to sauce while the Ferraris have to go to mediums at the end. But yeah, the mediums were cooking. Like those last 3 laps, I was trying to just stay off the curbs on my tires, just so I don't want to risk any puncture. But yeah, otherwise than that, I mean, they didn't really feel bad.
Well, I mean, they couldn't have. We watched you put up a 7.5 second gap to P2 there. They started to eat away at it at the end there. There's some guys with hard tires behind you, but man, you
Yeah,
you checked out and managed to hold on to that gap to the end. Man, that was impressive for sure. So
yeah, definitely surprised myself there.
yeah, well, I think there's some people in the chat. They bet on the three-peat. I don't think they're too surprised to see it, and I'm sure they're happy with those points you brought them today.
Yeah, I wish I bet on it. I think I was going to, but then the bet like closed instantly, and I was just like, ah, screw it.
Yeah, that was actually my fault. I actually messed up, put a 30-second prediction. I had to go back and start it over again. But yeah, sorry you missed out on
No, we're
it.
good. We're
But
good.
Yes.
but I guess you'll take that 3 in a row as a
Yeah,
consolation.
absolutely.
How about you, Zeke? Any
All
questions?
I know, it's not so much of a question. All I know is just mindset. If you rewatch the race, I hope you enjoy the one thing I said. It's a good reference.
I'll
I
keep
hope you,
updated.
I hope you laugh at it. But again, congrats on the three-peat. Hell of a drive.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations,
See
man.
what you can do next week. I guess. My God, guys, just flying.
All right. With that, let's go to our P2 finisher, Yan. Are you in here with us?
Yep.
Man, congratulations on the P2. Man, it was a fight between you and BK there at the end. Take us through those last laps there with trying to swapping back and forth that P2 P3 kind of swapping around. What was going on there?
Yeah, me and BK kind of had we just let each other through basically every few laps. I think we both knew we didn't really want to push and try to pull away from each other. Um, and to be honest, at the end, I think he just had no tires. Um, but yeah, I think we worked together well with Orlando as well. We didn't lose time because G Boone, if we battled and lost time, I think G Boone would have caught up. So yeah, we did the smart thing, and in the end, I just had more tires.
Well, it certainly worked out for you. Uh, we were kind of on the edge of our chairs there, trying to see how that would play out because it was like every other lap, you guys were swapping around, but it didn't look like there was much of a fight. Like yeah, just kind of like letting each other by, but staying really close. And Orlando looking to pick up the scraps. Like well done on working together and keeping those spots, but still keeping it entertaining for the viewers.
Yeah, thank you.
What about
I
you,
guess.
Zink? Anything to say there?
Well, I definitely, as we can see there, did the hards really start to come alive there in the last few laps? As you did mention, the tires, like how'd they feel towards the end there?
Um, well, to be honest, since I don't know about anyone around me, but I'm on controller, and the controller tire wear is pretty bad. So I think at the end I was on 72, and I just checked Mindset stream. He was on 73, so it wasn't actually much better than the mediums. Um, but the reason I went hards is because I knew I probably wouldn't have made it on the mediums, like Mindset. But yeah, they definitely felt terrible. Actually, they felt terrible at the end. But I think everyone had the same feeling, so in the end, it wasn't too bad.
I can respect the honesty. Thank you, and congrats on P2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
thank you guys.
Congratulations, man. All right. Mr. BK himself with the P3, another podium for the Red Bulls. We've heard from Jan. What about your perspective there on that battle there towards the end?
Yeah, man. First of all, just want to congratulate Mindset on that three-peat and Yan on the podium. Good job, guys, and good race. But yeah, towards the end, I mean, even just from the start, we were both on the same tires, and um, it was pretty obvious that I wasn't gonna be able to keep up with the guys in front. So I figured I'd let him have a go at it, and he pulled us back to those guys. So it kind of saved us from having to battle too many people behind. We got to keep in the train ahead, and then yeah, on that restart, man, it was just a little hectic. So we ended up losing too much time to the guys in front by the time that it all sorted itself out, and and couldn't challenge for the end. But yeah, towards the end of the stint, I was just trying to let him pull me along. I was okay with P3. I knew I wouldn't have the best tires, but I was hoping he would be nice enough to pull me ahead of Orlando. And yeah, up until the last lap, I think I stayed pretty good with him, and then the last lap was pretty much an all-out fight against Orlando to make sure he didn't get past me. And yeah, it was fun. We kept it clean, and it was honestly such a fun race. Turn one might have been the luckiest moment of my life, but yeah, I'll have to watch that back because it was like parting the Red Sea. It was carnage everywhere you looked around me, but just I somehow found a clear path and made 4 spots in the first corner and never looked back.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a fluffle there at turn one, but you spoke about keeping Orlando back, man. Not only were you battling it out with Jan there for that P2, but Orlando, man, he was right there on both y'all's tails, just sniffing for that podium spot, and you really put on some defensive clinic there at the end, trying to keep him back. But how was that fight? I know you and Jan were kind of working together there, but you definitely weren't extending that to Orlando. It seemed like.
Well, yeah, Orlando, love the guy. I definitely wouldn't mind working with him. It just happened to be that it was like lap 2 that I gave Jan the little wheel shake, like, all right, I'm not gonna fight you, just go, man. And then I was following him the rest of the way, so it was kind of already. He was a little late to the handshake, I guess, so to speak. But yeah, no, it was fun. I had a great time trying to fight with him. And there's one moment going into turn one, he went a little off the track, and I was lucky to keep it clean and make a nice little switchback around him. And I was having so much fun, man. It was just a good race.
Yeah, it was certainly a great one to watch. Very real clean, but a lot of battles on track. It was fun for us to watch in the booth. So congratulations, man, on that P3 on that podium. Congratulations to Mindset on the 3P. Congratulations, Jan, on the podium as well. Zink, you got anything to say on that one?
Well, because he told me I wasn't allowed to say it during the race. That's all I gotta say. Hey, BK. What's up, brother? Yeah.
All right. Thanks for the comments, boys. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. I think that's going to do us for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to AM1 on Contest of Speed. We'll be back next week, Thursday, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll be at, I just had it on the tip of my tongue, and I blanked on it. I think, are we at Silverstone next week? Texas. We are at Texas next week. Circuit of the Americas. So we'll be back Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, coming at you live from Austin, Texas at the Circuit of the Americas. And if you like what you saw on track and you want to be part of this action, we've got a great community here at Contest of Speed. Our Discord will be linked in the Twitch chat. Feel free to check that out. Join up. We'd love to have you. We've got some spots open now for full-time racing. We're a little over halfway through our season. But we've got some full-time spots and some of these tiers open. We've got tiers for American. We've got American tiers, European tiers, trying to get Oceanic started. So if you've got any Aussie friends or New Zealanders out there, we'd love to have you too. Trying to get a PC tier started as well. So, we've got plenty of opportunities to race here, and we'd love to have you join and be a part of our community. So check us out there on the Discord. If you haven't, please give us a follow here on Twitch as well. And thanks for supporting and joining us on this channel. And that's going to be it for me tonight. So good night.